Hope you guys are good. I am Mambo. I know that many of you guys have been here before, but for those of you who've not been here before, I'm Mambo. I am the Covenant Mother of Vision Adontor. I am the founder and facilitator of the Charm School Mentorship Program, and tonight I will be your reader for the weekly energy reading. The weekly energy reading is a contribution that I give every week to the collective, where I just give them a little bit of insight about the energies ahead of them, how to prepare for that energy, what's in store for them, etc., etc. This is a free reading, so you don't need to share a love offering, but I'm just going to put my information below in case you do want to share a love offering. I know that some of you guys are coming here from other groups and other places, and that you are probably here because you have a question you want to get answered. I will definitely take questions from the audience, absolutely. My one request is that you wait until I am done with the weekly energy reading before you ask your personal question. Since I am a few minutes late this week, I am just going to jump right into it because I don't want to hold us all here forever. So yeah, let's go on right into it. We're going to start with the general reading, and then I'll get specific after that, okay? Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits of work with and elevated ancestors. What do we as a collective need to know about the week ahead of us? What are the lessons, blessings, insights, and challenges? The breakthroughs that we will experience between October 28th and November 3rd. What do we need to be and what do we need to see about ourselves? Card shuffled over, so I'm going to leave it out. Flipped over. What do we need to know about ourselves and our environment in order to make the best decisions for ourselves? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Hey, Alizone. Hey, Venus. Hey, JL. Hey, Sanidra. Hey, Shwazy. Sandra. Flame. Thank you all for joining us. Please go ahead and hit that like button if you're just coming into the room. If you are a part of any groups, or if you know any people in your life that would benefit from this reading, please go ahead and share it with them. The more people we have in the room, the better for all of us. Venus, I owe you a phone call. I lost track of time yesterday. So I got one other person I got to call when I get off of here, but after that, I'm going to call you. I'm going to start with the card that fell out because he's one of my favorites, even though he doesn't come up often in the collective readings. King of Swords came out. So we have the King of Swords, the King of Intellect, somebody who's really deliberate, who is aware of their words. They don't talk a whole lot, but when they do, it has meaning. They also have a really strong sense of purpose, and they're unwavering. They're fine with sitting alone, right? They have worked really hard for their position. And if that means that they have to leave some people behind, or if people can't really match their vibe, they're okay with separation. Why is this coming out? Well, the overt thing is some of y'all talk too fucking much. Some of y'all talk way too much. And the reason why you talk too much is because you really deeply want external validation. The King of Swords does not need external validation. He understands who he is. He has clarity of mind and purpose. So this is a week where it is really, really, really important that you are moving from clarity of mind and purpose. Because if you need external validation, if you run your mouth too much, you make yourself vulnerable to other people's negative intentions, etc., etc. So King of Swords, we got to be on our King of Swords this week. Why? There are some blessings and financial opportunities coming our way. Some of this is things that people have prayed for. And not only are these blessings and financial opportunities that bring us a sense of ease, they are blessings and financial opportunities that can set us up for a prosperous future, that can benefit the people that we love the most, right? So it's really important that we're moving logically this week. We are going to amass a lot of favor. We're going to hit some milestones. And the thing about when we're winning, when we're hitting milestones, we get a lot of attention, right? So we know that the Six of Wands is the card of the influence. Somebody who has a lot of respect and admiration from their peer group. But the inverse and the debilitation of the Six of Wands is that a lot of people can be watching you and envying you, right? And I want to go back to this King of Swords. That's why the King of Swords is important, because when you don't need external validation, you don't give a fuck if somebody likes and loves you or if they're envious of you. Stop running your mouth, because you give people who don't have good intentions for you, who are just watching you enviously, you give them fuel to hurt you, okay? So even though this Ace of Pentacles is here, and there is opportunity for forward development, for us to really experience a blessing and a windfall, we can piss that away quite easily by not being able to see the blessing because of the poverty mentality we take on, because other people don't want us to see how blessed we are, right? Don't piss away your own blessings, your own progress, your own strength by being so desperate for the validation and attention of other people that you literally talk yourself out of being able to experience your own blessings. The world is about to open up for you in a really particular way. You've worked really hard to get here. And so for you to step into this next chapter, you have to be comfortable with stepping into this next chapter alone. Okay? So if you are a person that talks too much, if you are a person that gets anxious easily about what other people are thinking about you, rather than running your mouth and being worked up over what other people think, do they think that what you're doing is good enough? Do they like me? Do they fuck all that. Don't worry about none of that. This is a shadow work opportunity, moon card. You need to go deep within and figure out why you need external validation so bad. Why do you need other people to like you so badly that even when you look at your life and you see the evidence of blessings, you see these Ace of Pentacles opportunities coming in. You see that the hard work you putting in is allowing you to bless your family. You see that roads are opening up so that you can step into a new chapter in your life. But for whatever reason, that's not good enough for you, because you need somebody else's attention. You need somebody else to call you a good girl or a good boy. What is that? Go deep within. Tap into your womb. Tap into your internal self. Talk to yourself and bring that thing out into the light, and really figure out if you got to let it go or integrate it, what it is you got to do with it. But this is a shadow work issue. Why do you care so much about what other people think that you don't even have the ability to take inventory and see what it is you have in terms of the blessings that are coming to you? And that's why we got to be on our King of Swords. You can't tell a King of Swords shit. You can't tell a King of Swords shit, especially not about who they are. Okay? You have to be on your King of Swords this week. You have to have such a deep sense of knowing of your skill set, of your purpose, of who you are, and how hard you worked to become who you are, that you are comfortable sitting on that throne, whether you are alone or whether you have an army of people around you. You know who you are and you love who you are. And when we love who we are, we protect ourselves. And one of the best ways you can protect yourself is by minding your fucking mouth. This is not a week to overtalk. This is not a week to beg people to understand you. Fuck all that. Do you understand you? Do you understand you? Do you know what your purpose is? Do you understand how hard you've worked to bring yourself closer to your purpose? Okay, then. Everything else is extra. Everything else is extra. Listen more than you speak this week. It is your biggest form of protection. That was quick. Shit. Y'all know I usually get on here and it takes me a while to get through the general reading, but that it's just that simple. This is not a week to do a whole bunch of over talking. Stop trying to justify yourself to other people, because who the fuck are they anyway? They probably so jealous and envious of what you got going on, and you so used to being the underdog that you gonna let a bunch of people talk you into not being able to see yourself clearly. Fuck all of that. Love you. Stand in your purpose. That's the message for the general reading. Let's get into this money reading next, because I want to know what's ahead of us in terms of finances over these next 7 days. Hit that like button as you come into the room. I don't see nearly enough scales. Hit those scale emojis. Let me know that you're with me. Okay? Ancestors, angels, and masters, spirits, walk with me, elevated ancestors. What are the blessings, lessons, and insights we have to receive around money, the flow of prosperity in our life and our relationship to abundance this week? What is the nature of the lessons, blessings, and insights we will encounter? Who do we need to be, and what do we need to see about ourselves, our patterns, and our environment in order to have a good relationship to our money? How can we position ourselves to have more increase than release around finances? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Yes, I love this. So very first row, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Sun card, and we have the Two of Swords. It's like some of you guys are closer to the kind of financial stability and progression that you want than you believe you are. So your money is suffering because of your consequences, your confidence, right? And that confidence, that lack of confidence is bringing an indecision that's bringing a stagnation into your finances. So the stagnation is not natural, because King of Pentacles works really hard. They're literally the king of hard work. And they're good at attracting opportunities to make money. They're great at managing your money. So a lot of you guys who are watching this, your natural state is a King of Pentacles energy. You're wise about money and you like nice things. So that's another part of the reason why you work hard, which makes sense. The Sun card came out too, which is ruled by Leo. Leos work hard because they like nice things and they don't want to be without their nice things. They also are blessed to naturally find themselves in positions of leadership and favor because of their sunny disposition or nice positive energy. So these two cards together are blessings in terms of financial abundance, right? So energetically, a lot of you guys have everything in your favor to have what you want financially, but your fear is holding you back. It's like you're so afraid of doing the things that you know you need to do to be a King of Pentacles that you would rather blind yourself to the weight of the decisions you have to make, the actions you have to take, et cetera, et cetera. So this week is about shedding up that fearful voice in you, talking to it and bringing it comfort so that it can be quiet. Because this energy, this suspension of the Two of Swords is not helpful. Two of Swords will keep you broke. Not making a decision will keep you broke. It will bring you into poverty, and we don't need that, right? So this is not a week to be indecisive. Now, some of you guys are probably going to have to work the situation in order to have some breakthrough. But the kind of work you need to do is self-work, right? We know that the magician can either be an alchemist or a trickster, right? So whether you have to dig into your alchemy bag or whether you have to literally trick yourself into being confident, the work you have to do this week around your finances is over you. So it's not about calling, and I say this a lot of times people, when they think about prosperity work, they want to call in more resources and opportunity. No, this is a week where you do work on yourself so that you have the wisdom to keep your financial blessings. You have the wisdom to be able to navigate the financial blessings and responsibilities that are coming to you, because that's a thing that can happen. We can do all this prosperity work to bring in new streams. And then because we have not worked on ourselves, we fuck up our opportunity. So are you going to be a magician about your finances? Are you going to work you? Are you going to do the thing? Are you going to do magic over you so that you are capable of being able to be a King of Pentacles? Somebody who can hold on to their money, who can make their money grow, who allows their money to bring them joy instead of always being in survival mode around their finances, right? Now, a lot of this has to do with the confusion that comes from comparison. Stop comparing your money to other people. Stop doing that shit. You have to stop doing it for, the main reason why you got to stop doing it is because, again, Seven of Cups, the way that people present things to you are probably not reality. A lot of the people that you think are out here doing super great financially, they broke as fuck. A lot of the people that you think have stuff figured out, they are punching in the dark and trying their best just like you and everybody else. And it's not going to be until further down the line that you see that the emperor has no clothes. But real talk, you shouldn't even be focusing on the emperor right now anyway. Mind your business. Make sure that your emotions are not clouding your vision. And that's why they say comparison is the thief of joy. It absolutely is, because you can get so wrapped up in what it is you think about somebody else's situation that it puts you in this Seven of Swords energy where you don't move. You're just stagnated. You're evaluating what everybody else got going on and blinding yourself to the responsibilities you need to focus on. Get your vision in order. Y'all don't meditate enough. Y'all want to run and do workings to call in new opportunities, but then you don't meditate and sit in reflection and figure out what you really need to do with those opportunities when they come to you. Temperance, stillness. This is a week where stillness is very important. Don't go out there spending a whole bunch of money, especially if it's to compete with people who you think are doing well and they're not. Sit with yourself. Don't work. So the main thing that I'm getting from this spread when it comes to money and finances for us is that this is not the week where we call in new opportunity, because some of you guys are being negligent with the opportunity that you already have because you're so busy avoiding the choices you need to make and comparing what you have to other people that you're not honoring the blessings you already have. And that is not a King of Pentacles make. King of Pentacles knows their value. They know their worth. They're not going to compare to other people. So avoid comparison this week. If you do any spiritual work around money, make sure that you are a proper vessel that can handle money responsibly and that can make money grow. But calling on new opportunity when you don't know how to honor the opportunity you currently have, it's not a wise decision this week. Focus on yourself. Spend more time in meditation. So same thing I said about the general reading, right? Being on your King of Swords, listening more than you talk, being deliberate about the words that come out of your mouth. Same thing with your finances. This is a week where you got to listen to your spirits more than you speak. Because some of you guys, your spirits are actively trying to tell you, this is why you have financial pain. This is why you don't feel like you're making enough. This is why this is coming, but you don't want to sit still long enough to hear and to take the wisdom that they give you so that you can get a better result. Stop. Your workings need to be self-reflective. They need to make you a better listener. They need to be ones that make you much more active around your personal goals so that you can pull yourself out of the spirit of financial comparison, because it's not helping you. And to follow up about that Seven of Cups, because this is what the candle flame is saying. Most of these people who are out here struggling are not going to tell you the truth. They're just not going to tell you the truth. They don't owe you the truth. They don't owe you the truth. Nobody owes you details about their finances. That's another reason why you need to not compare, because it's not your business. This is a week where it's really important to mind your business. If it is, people like to talk shit about a Taurus, but if it's one thing a Taurus loves to do, it's mind their own fucking business. They love to revel in what they have. They like to mind their own business. They like to take care of their home. Do that. Because some of you guys are neglecting your own home, your literal physical home, and the comfort of home within your heart by being hyper fixated and wrapped up on what everybody else is doing. And that is the money reading for this week. Let's go into love next, and then we'll do health. And then after we're done with health, I will take questions from the audience. I see some of you guys writing things. I apologize. I want to get through this reading. I've had a very long day. Sundays are typically a busy day with readings for me, but today was uncategorically busy. And I'm very tired, so I want to get through this quickly so that I can get you guys' questions out of the way. Then I can do my final reading for the day and then try to get some rest. Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits who walk with me, elevated ancestors. What wisdom do we as a collective need as it relates to love, romance, and matters of the heart over this next week of our lives? What wisdom can we benefit from at this time? What are the lessons, blessings, challenges, breakthroughs that we will receive around love and romance? Who do we need to be in order to have the experiences of love and romance we would like to have? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Well, it fell out, so I'm gonna let it stay. Okay. I see why that card fell out. We have the star card in reverse as the card that jumped out while I was shuffling. A lot of you guys have lost hope, whether it's been about your love life in general, whether you're in a relationship where you're losing hope. So this is a week where you got to really work on your faith in love. Because if you don't believe in it, of course, you're not going to experience it. If you don't believe that your partner loves you, you're not going to feel it. If you don't believe that you are someone who's worthy of being in a relationship, then no, you're not going to call in the kind of love that you really, really want. So this is a week where y'all got to really, really work on your relationship to hope and faith. Because love will escape you if you don't believe in it, right? It's that simple. Some of you guys are feeling really, really worn out and stretched thin when it comes to romance. You feel like you're putting in a lot of work and you're not seeing a whole lot of results. And you're tired of being on a tightrope. For some of you guys, this is in dating. You're tired of feeling like you're not getting the experiences you want. For some of you guys, you are in relationship, but you're feeling like you have to walk on eggshells in your relationship because you are being conflict avoidant. And instead of understanding that healthy conflict, not if people are calling you bitches and disrespecting you and stuff, but healthy conflict should bring people closer together. It should bring them closer to understanding. So you got to figure out a way to get off the tightrope. And the reason why you're on this tightrope is because you're not communicating authentically, right? What do I always say about the Page of Swords? They are so wrapped up in being the teacher's pet, and they are so wrapped up in getting something right that they will say whatever they need to do to get the golden star, to get some attention. And they will easily show up extremely inauthentic. And then it's not until they're not being recognized in the way that they want to or that they feel deserving or worthy of that they then lash out. They get reckless with their mouth. They want to hurt people. You can avoid all that by just being authentic, right? And authentic people set boundaries. Authentic people have difficult conversations. Authentic people don't allow people to misrepresent them. So do that early and understand that that in and of itself is an act of love, not just an act of self-love, but you are teaching somebody how to love you by saying, hey, I don't like that. I don't like that. And I want to be down with you, but I don't like when that happens. So what can we do about it? Right? You have to start investing in the kind of love that you want. It's that simple. Seven of Pentacles asks us, what are the seeds that we are planting? And how will those seeds bring us bounty? What are we nurturing? So if communication is a problem in your relationships, which I'm seeing it is with this Page of Swords, then you have to start really working on and nurturing your communication. If you are continuing to run into the same problems over and over again in your romantic relationships, in your familial love, in your friendships, because your communication is poor, you have to start investing in better communication now. If your selfishness is part of the reason why your relationships are falling apart, because people start to feel like they are accessories that you pick up and put down based on your convenience, as opposed to people that you're actually investing in, you are going to have to invest in teaching yourself how to not be selfish. But whatever the issue is that you're running into in your love life, you are going to have to invest time into it. You're going to have to plant some seeds and trust that if you nurture those seeds, you will get bounty in the future. You will get different results in the future. All of this is coming up because opportunities are coming, right? The world is about to open up for you. And things are about to allow for you to have different experiences, a different chapter as it relates to matters of the heart. So you absolutely cannot afford to bring these old forms of communication and these immature, childlike ways of communicating into this new chapter of your life, because you will fuck up your blessings by bringing this deficit along with you. I kid you not, I did 4 readings today, and in 3 of them I referenced Bag Lady by Erykah Badu. And this is that message that's coming up. Do you really want to fuck up your next opportunity by bringing old baggage around poor communication into this next chapter? If you don't, start investing in how to move differently now. Here's the thing, y'all, it's not like y'all aren't charming. It's not like y'all aren't good people. Folks want to love you. Leos are lovable as fuck. I know that. I'm a Leo rising, and y'all niggas love me. Y'all can't get enough of this. Leos are easy to love. They're easy to love. So if people are having difficulty being connected to you, something is wrong, right? It's not that you're unlovable. It's not that you aren't a light. It's not that people don't want to fuck with you. It's that there's something working against you in your actions that you need to release. You're being called to do that now so that you can have that experience of being loved and being lovable and being seen as a light, okay? Because the thing is, there are too many people around you that fuck with you. There are too many people around you that have the kind of love that you want. You have a community around you of people in healthy relationships, right? Remember, 3 of Pentacles is people who make progress together. That's why I used to call it the card of getting money with friends. This is shared mindset, collective that functions on a similar wavelength. They want the same things. The only thing that is separating you from your friends that are in healthy relationships or marriages is that they've worked on these 2 things. They figured out what communication is holding them back and how they need to move to get them the love that they want. So if you feel like you're struggling to figure out what that looks like, look at the people in your community that have healthy relationships. That's the purpose of having community that you have shared investment with. They're there to sharpen you, okay? But y'all gotta stop doubting. You have to stop doubting, because what's happening with the doubt, and I see this clearly now that I've gone through this spread, the doubt is a form of self-sabotage. If you believe that you don't have to change your actions because it doesn't matter what you do, you're always going to have the same experience, then of course you're not going to do anything to challenge yourself to show up differently and get differently. That's how that doubt is showing up as self-sabotage. So really work on your relationship to hope and faith this week. Because if you have faith and you believe that when you show up different, you will get different, you will actually start to have that experience. Okay? Now let's look into what's going on with our health as a collective. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and take some questions from y'all. Okay? Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits who walk with me, elevated ancestors. What wisdom does the collective need at this time about our health and wellness as it relates to mind, body, and spirit? What do we need to know about these next 7 days that will illuminate how we can better take care of ourselves? What are the habits we need to release? What are the habits we need to instill, to incorporate into our regimen? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. I love this. This is all about emotions in the heart. So, you know, so we got that sun card again. The Leo energy loves us this week. Vitality, good health, strength. Things are going better in your life than you are aware of or that you give yourself credit for. Okay? The one thing that I can say that's a deficit when it comes up to the sun card in a health reading is be careful about overindulging this week, right? Again, Leos love to celebrate. And you can go a little too hard on, you know, drinking and bad eating and things like that without regard for the long-term impact. So just be mindful of that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of responsibility in the near immediate future. A lot of us are stepping into new environments. We are starting new jobs. We are stepping into new opportunities that we worked really hard and fought for. And if you are overindulging in a way that leads to sluggishness, you are going to have a lot of difficulty. This would be a good week to take a fast for some of you guys. There are some things you need to release from your diet, things you need to walk away from, and you don't even fully know what they are. And that's why I'm suggesting a fast, right? Sometimes when we fast and then we start to reincorporate things back into our diet, we can have the clarity to understand like, oh, that's not in agreement with me, right? I really shouldn't be fucking up gluten like that. Or, you know, red meat makes me sluggish. Whatever it is, but there's something you need to leave behind, and you're not going to be fully clear on what that is without some sort of fast or cutting in your diet so that you can have a reset. Even though we have that sun card, which is energy and vitality, be careful about not doing too much. Don't overexert yourself, because there is a capacity to end up dealing with burnout, right? 9 of Wands is a card of burnout. It's the card of the wounded warrior. It's somebody who, yes, they're resilient, but they're fucking tired, right? So the way that you protect yourself in this instance around your health is being deliberate about not taking too much on, right? Don't let your arrogance exhaust you. You're going to feel at the beginning of this week like you can do any and everything, but you're still a human. So be very, very careful not to overextend yourself, okay? Your spiritual regimen and routines are going to be really important. Routine in general is important this week. So making sure that you're going to bed and getting up every day at the same time, making sure that you're remembering to talk to your spirits those first. If you, a small rule of thumb, if you have not prayed in the first 30 minutes of being awake, you've done something wrong. If you have not prayed and you are on your phone or social media, something's wrong, right? So this is a week where you are deeply encouraged to think about the ways in which not just your spiritual regimen, but your routines in general have a role over your health and you having order in your life, right? There are a lot of you guys who struggle with sleep and you complain about being exhausted, being worn out, but why are you on your phone literally until you fall asleep at night? Why do you have the TV on at night? Why is every single light in your home on at night? You know, like there are certain small little things around routine. So having a nighttime routine where you go through your house, you turn off all the lights, you put your phone on snooze or put it in another room, whatever you need to do. Your routines are going to have a direct impact on your health this week. And it's really important that you teach yourself to fall in love with your routines as opposed to seeing them as a form of punishment. Some of you guys don't take care of yourself in the ways in which you need because, and I know I'm always talking about inner child healing, but it's probably not even something that happened in childhood. There's some sort of blockage where you see routine as a form of punishment. And you got to be careful about that because routines, that's the thing about the Hierophant. Tradition and discipline is there to protect you, not to punish you. It's only when you are dealing with a megalomaniac or a tyrant that they then use routine to punish you. So you got to let go of that false understanding. Your routines, hi, Misha. Your routines and your habits are actually there to help you. So if you can see this as some sort of form of nurture, right, it'll be better for you. I joke a lot about the fact that I have to romance myself to sleep, right? But low key, it's because I love my nighttime routines so much that they can feel a little romantic. You know, I'm sitting there spraying down my mattress with my nighttime spray and turning on my candles and talking sweetly to myself with my affirmations, but those are the things that I need, right? So the same nurture and tenderness that you would want to pour into a lover, or same nurture and tenderness that you would want to pour into a baby, you probably need to give that to yourself, right? Both at night and in the mornings. You guys are not nurturing yourself. It's like you fall asleep. The way you fall asleep is that you just kind of crash out. And then you wake up in a panic and you're so busy trying to get out of the door that you don't set yourself up for the day in a healthy way with your routine. So that's part of what needs to happen in terms of you being able to have better holistic health. And again, that fast, that cutting will allow you to understand what the habits are that you need to release so that you can have a better experience of your day. All right, you guys, we are at the end of the reading. What I'm going to do now, and y'all know the drill, I have to give y'all the announcements. So as I'm giving the announcements about things that I'm working on, what's available at this time, I want you all to go ahead and take a moment to start typing your questions out. Again, Cash App scrolling below, as well as my PayPal if you want to leave a love offering. It's not mandatory, but they are appreciated. Spooky season sale ends 11:59 p.m. this coming Friday. So if you want to book a reading with me, and if you want to get 25% off of that reading, you can use the code SPOOKY, SPOOKY, at checkout at my website, Soleil, SOLE, conjureshop.com, in order to receive 25% off of any purchases, any services booked. Now, here's the thing. If any of you guys want to participate in my workshops, don't use that fucking code for the workshop. The code is not to be used for workshops. But if you want to get a service, if you want to get a reading, if you want to book a course, any anything over $60, you can use that code to get 25% off until Friday evening of this week, okay? That includes the Ancestral Life Path readings. So you guys know over the summer I was offering them for $75. They are no longer $75, but if you do want to get somewhat of a discount, you can use the code SPOOKY, SPOOKY, to get a discount when you purchase your reading, okay? My beautiful goddaughter, Hunsi Aja, along with me, are hosting a 21-day prayer support group for the first 3 weeks of November. And this is to align our energy with the energy of gratitude as we enter the winter holidays, okay? So if you're interested in learning more about that, if you want to join us, it starts this Friday. There's still time to enroll. Just click the link below, and that will get you into the WhatsApp group where you'll learn about the small fee and everything else, okay? There are a couple of weeks left to enroll in the Dream Alchemy Workshop as well. So if you are somebody who is interested in learning about dream interpretation, the spiritual significance of dreams, omen interpretation in general, and the cultural significance of dreams, that is something that my goddaughter, Hunsi Lovana, will be running with my assistance. And you can learn more about it by clicking the link below. Last thing, Rich Spirit, final round of Rich Spirit will be taking place the second week of December. There will not be another one, okay? So if you want to get your money in order before the year is over and set yourself up for blessings in this next year to come, take advantage of this last round for 2024. Again, link is below, okay? Now, let's go through the questions. I may not be able to do them all today. Again, I am tired. Why won't this let me scroll up? Why is this thing being a hater? There we go, finally. Okay. Kinetic wants to know if they should travel to get work or stay where they are. Okay, I got you. Should Kinetic travel for work this week so that they can make money? Or do they need to stay where they are physically and figure it out? What would be the best thing for them in terms of them being able to make money? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Hit them scales. Hit them scales. Y'all being greedy with my scales tonight, and I don't like it. I'm excited about the 21-day prayer support group too, Zena. I think it's going to be really, really beautiful. I think it's going to open up a lot for people. You need to stay where you are. You believe that you have to go elsewhere because you have a lack of clarity around the opportunities that are around you. But they are there. They are present. You just need to figure out a way to be able to see what those things are clearly, right? You're not praying enough for the clarity of vision to be able to see what the opportunities for making money are around you. But Four of Wands is coming up very clearly to say that you need to stay put. This is a time where it's really important for you to focus on your foundation and focus on your home. Now, the work that you do in your current area will create opportunities for you to travel elsewhere. But in this particular moment, you need to stay put. That's what I'm seeing, okay? All right, let's see. What can I do to protect my employer's assets? Okay, I got you, my zone. What can my zone do to protect her employer's assets? Any wisdom shares deeply appreciated. Clarify the Seven of Swords. What do we need to know about the Seven of Swords? Yeah, I figured. You gotta pull into your prayer warrior energy. Use your papa, and I'm not gonna say who they are. You know who your papa is in terms of your loa. Use them to write a prayer of protection. That's literally it. So that way they can reveal to you what the hidden enemies and obstacles are. So Seven of Pentacles, this is about investment in a habit that is easy for you to go back to so that you don't feel like you're having to do like a big, powerful working, right? So what can you do to set yourself up so that there's investment in protection of this thing? We have the Seven of Swords, the Thief card, and I pulled some clarifiers over it and got the Knight of Wands, and we know who this is. If you know, you know, but I'm not about to tell y'all niggas. Because as long as Mazone knows, that's all that matters. And then we got that Seven of Pentacles again. So he's here to give you wisdom around this. And he's here to reveal the hidden obstacles and hidden enemies in the situation. So you just need to write a prayer so that you have protection and that your employers have protection over their assets. That's it. That's all the work you need to do. Just write a really bomb-ass prayer to him and let him take care of it. That's pretty much it. Let's see. You're welcome, Kinetic. Let's see. Anne is coming to my city for a week. What are her intentions towards me? And it is in my interest to meet up with her. Okay. I got you after JL, Zena. Okay. Ancestors, what does JL need to know at this time about N and their visit? What is N's intentions? Is it in JL's interest to carve out time to spend with N? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. I think that N wants to have a good time, but N does not have a whole lot of money. You will find yourself, they're not going to be honest about that. So this is a situation where there can be some manipulation. You can find yourself coming out of pocket in ways that you don't have, that aren't helpful to you. And you just don't have it to be charitable with anybody right now. You just don't. This is a person, again, they want to experience things, but they don't want to do so on their own. They're just not at this financial space where they even should be traveling like that, but they decided to travel anyway due to their own kind of self-delusions. And you could accidentally get manipulated in the process of that. So I'm gonna say it's not a good idea. It's really not, because I can see an environment where you end up spending money that you don't have or that you didn't feel comfortable spending in the first place, and then that just leading to you feeling betrayed and them not being able to take responsibility for that. So I think you need to pretend to be busy. I think that's the best way to handle this. You are very welcome, Mazone. You are always welcome. I had a feeling that they were broke. Child, the spirits will snitch on people so quick. Because I didn't expect that. I didn't know anything about this friend. I did not expect Spirit to say that particular message. Zena wants to know if they should travel to Egypt using a travel group or if they should book a solo trip. All right, Zena, I got you. After Zena, we'll do Yapa, Martise, and then I'm out for the night because I'm very, very tired, okay? Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits walk with me. Should Zena be traveling through a travel agency, or should they be booking solo travel at this time? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Use the travel agency. Use the travel agency. There are experiences through the travel agency that you're probably not going to think to do on your own. Those experiences are not only going to bring you a lot of really joyful memory, and they're going to bring you a lot of pleasure in your trip. They are going to open up a lot of opportunities for you. Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, planning and daydreaming that turns into opportunity. So I say do it through the travel agency. The experience of doing it through the travel agency is not only going to be pleasurable, but it's going to put you in environments and around people that can lead to new experiences and opportunities in the future. Alrighty. So Yapa wanted to know, what can they do to make their marriage work? Baby, that's a loaded question. So I'm going to be honest. I'm happy to answer as much as I can in 3 cards, but I would strongly encourage you to take advantage of my sale and use that as an opportunity to book a love reading. If I'm remembering my prices correctly, my love readings are currently $100. So with the discount code, it'll bring it down to $75. I have shop pay installments on my website. So, if for whatever reason you can't do the full $75, you can take care of it through that opportunity. But I will answer as best as I can, but that's a big question. I myself would not just rely on 3 cards to figure out what to do with my marriage. So strongly consider booking the reading, but I will ask the cards because you asked me. What does Yapa need to know about fixing their marriage? What will allow them to bring healing and balance to their marriage? What will help their marriage at this time? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Y'all have to practice forgiveness. Both of you guys are afraid to forgive one another. And because you guys are afraid to forgive one another, you guys are projecting your fears into reality. It's like neither of you want to be wrong. And you fear being wrong so much that you are prolonging and exacerbating the issues that are currently there. Now, that's not to say that you guys shouldn't stand your ground, but you guys have to learn how to stand your ground in healthy ways and in ways where it doesn't turn into a lose-lose or a win-lose, right? You should never be looking at a situation as win-lose with your partner. And for whatever reason, whatever these fears are that you guys have about being wrong, it's leading to that dynamic. And the other thing is y'all have to start thinking about what it looks like to invest in making this a long-term thing and what to do to invest in your future instead of investing in winning the argument, investing in who's right. Those are 2 very separate things. So the long and the short of what I'm seeing here is that it's like you guys are missing the trick. You guys are focused on the wrong things. It's such a fear of being wrong that you guys are losing sight of the longevity of the relationship. If you book with me, we can talk about this in further detail, but that's what's coming up in just these 3 cards right here, okay? My neighbors are arguing again. That's so ghetto. I mean, I hate that they do it, period, but do y'all really got to do that shit while I'm online? Okay, last question is from Martise. Should I stay with ASRC or work with Price Gregory for the winter? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer this last question. I do want to acknowledge the fact that I've only received one love offering tonight, and that I've answered multiple questions. Again, love offerings are not mandatory, but equal exchange is a thing. So I would encourage you guys to consider that. Ancestors, what does Martise need to know about this situation? Should they work with Gregory for the winter, or should they go with another option? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. I'm not trying to get in your business, Martise, but do you have a romantic connection with one of these people? Because if you have a romantic connection with one of these people, or if you know that one of these people has like a sweet eye on you, leave that shit alone. Queen of Swords is coming up saying that you need to be strategic. It's really important for you to be strategic and deliberate about your words. So, and Queen of Swords is also a card of personal authority. So whichever one of the positions that are going to allow you to have more authority, that's the one you need to lean into. Also, whoever is more passionate about you is going to look out for you more. Yeah, so you should be at ASRC. That's where you need to be, because they're going to look out for you. And they will create opportunities for you that allow you to root some sort of desire you have into reality. So I would say go with ASRC. I see ASRC as the better option amongst the two. Alrighty, we are at the end of the reading for the night. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Again, if you want to book a reading with me, whether it's an ancestral life path reading, whether it's a general reading, whether it's a love and romance reading, or a dream whatever it is, you can get 25% off of any order that you place that is more than $60 on my website when you use the code SPOOKY before 11:59 p.m. EST on November 1st. There's still time to enroll in Dream Alchemy, as well as to sign up for the 21-day prayer support program. The links to both of those are all below. Also, the Charm School lecture series is going to be returning Wednesday, November 6th. It's going to be part 3 of my What About Your Friends lecture. And this time we're going to be talking about how to have a healthy adult friendship breakup. Some of you guys don't treat people very well once a friendship reaches an expiration date. And I don't know what immature stuff is going on where y'all do that, or where y'all think that y'all can treat people badly just because you want to get your shit off, but it's not a good look. It's not healthy. It's not loving, right? So we're going to talk about what it looks like as an adult to have a friendship breakup that allows you to walk away while still having your dignity, okay? That is going to be 7:30 p.m. EST here on this channel, Wednesday, November 6th. Until then, last thing. So not this week, but next week, we will be going back to the celebrity readings. So if you have any ideas about topics you want me to read, the only one I'm asking, please don't ask me to read on Diddy. I am Diddy'd out. In fact, Diddy is the reason why I stopped doing the celebrity readings, because I didn't want to be traumatized over and over again. But anything about pop culture, current affairs that you want me to read on, leave suggestions in the comments, because next week we're gonna get back all to the old shit, which is like us hanging out and having those happy hour readings and really having a lot of fun. But for now, I will be back this coming Sunday. I want you all to have a happy Halloween. I want you to have a beautiful Day of the Dead. I want you to have a lovely experience of Gay Day season. All that. I will see you guys Sunday. Take care. Bye.